Hello everybody, and welcome to your Aquarius season tarot reading. The sun moves into Aquarius on January 20th and will remain there until February 17th and then move into Pisces on February 18th. So what Aquarius season is about, based on, all the astrology I'm seeing, has a lot to do with relationships. So I will give you some examples of what this could be. Some of you, it's a time for deep healing and understanding to come in so you can release the past. Some of you, it's time to heal and reconnect. Some of you, it's time to connect to some new soulmates, throughout 2020. Some of you, it's time to work on the relationship with yourself and get to know yourself better. It's truly a big emphasis of relationships. And we have a couple of retrogrades happening during this process as well. So this reading is intended for everybody. And this is just to give you some insight and understanding to the different energies at play, through Aquarius season, and what you can expect and how to better navigate and work through the energies. I'm going to quickly go through it's 9 different things that are happening in Aquarius season, and then we're going to pull cards to look at all of the relationships in your life and see what comes through there. And for those of you who are disconnected from somebody, we are going to pull some heart and soul messages, which will bring forth unspoken messages from the soul, from the heart. All right, so to get started, the sun moves into Aquarius on January 20th, and you're going to really start thinking about what's outdated in your life, what needs to change. There's new ideas, new dreams, new goals, new wishes bubbling up from your soul, and so they should be further pursued as that takes place throughout Aquarius season, regardless of how big it seems or how much time it will take. You're feeling it for a reason, because right after that, on the 24th, 25th, just depending on where you live in the world, we have the new moon in Aquarius, and this is the perfect new moon out of the entire year to sow seeds of intention, of change, of achievement, of all the things that you truly want to make happen in your life in 2020, in the next 3 months, 6 months, just whatever it is for you, especially around relationships and connections. And then on the 25th, we have the Chinese New Year, so you should be in positive vibes all day that day, thinking of, again, your blessings and what's going right in your life and feeling good and feeling happy, at least just for that day. Now, so next we have, sorry, I got a little tripped up there. So on the 31st, we have Sirius going into Aquarius, and this is all about cycles, loss, and then the return, self-care, all of those things. And it's, either starting something new or something returning to you, because there's more to experience from that. Okay. And then next, and this is the biggest thing I feel for Aquarius season, is Mercury is going to move into Pisces on February 3rd, but then Mercury will retrograde on the 16th and move back through Pisces and enter Aquarius once again on March 4th, because that's where that's where he currently is. Sorry. Mercury is currently in Aquarius and will be shifting into Pisces on the 3rd. But then on that 16th, it goes retrograde. We'll move back into Aquarius on the 4th. And then Mercury goes direct on March 9th, and then back into Pisces by March 16th and stays there till about April 11th. So there is a big back and forth of Mercury between Pisces and Aquarian energy. That's 11th house and 12th house energy. 11th house, being your friends, your connections, the way you socialize and network, also dreams, wishes, and goals, achievements. And then, 12th house energy, the undone, the final completion, the nebulous, big soul cycle completion happening. So that's what Mercury's doing. And retrograde is all about bringing things back to you that belong to you or need to be revisited, reassessed, and to come into a new perception so that you can heal and, move on and let go. Or for others of you, there's a second go round as something returning to you. And this is a big emphasis on relationships. However, this is a general reading and everybody has a different natal chart. So for some of you, all of this energy could be playing out in some other area of your life, just to play it how it fits and see, how things are shaking out for you through Aquarius season. And we'll talk more about the retrograde. All right, next is Venus moves into Aries on February 7th, and this is about passion and just really wanting to go after things that matter to you, dreams and goals, as well as the connections in your life. So this reading, I should say, is relationships, connections of all kinds, okay? It doesn't have to just be romantic. It's all relationships, as well as dreams and goals and changes, like what you really want for yourself. And when Venus moves into Aries, you're going to have that burst of energy, that motivation, that fighter spirit coming forth, but in a very loving, tender way, with Venus, wanting to achieve and feeling the passion and the pull of it. And then we have Juno going retrograde in Libra on February 8th, and that's reassessing relationships. So there's that relationship emphasis again. So there may be a lot of returning connections in your life, or if they're not returning, you might just start thinking about a bunch of different relationships throughout your lifetime. And some of you may still carry some emotional baggage from childhood, from different family connections, friend connections, romance connections. And if you're starting to think about these people or these experiences, it's because all of this astrology movement of planets and such is trying to help you work through that energy to finally, rid yourself of it, because you've truly gained the lesson, and it's time to allow yourself to evolve and expand beyond that experience, beyond that pain, and you're ready. And right now, Aquarius season is a great time for that. All right, and now on the 8th or 9th of February, just depending on where you live in the world, we have a full moon in Leo. That's some 5th house energy, and full moons bring forth manifestation. And so for a lot of you, think back to the end of July, early part of August of 2019, when we had that Leo new moon, because there is a manifestation attached to some of that energy for some of you. So what were you thinking about? What was changing? What were you trying to bring into your experience? What were you trying to manifest? What exited your reality? Just really go back to that time frame and think about that, because a lot of those energies may return or manifest now under this Leo full moon. And again, that's more of that passionate energy. So you guys are all filled with fire, and some of you, that's coming out in your work or your hobbies or your creative pursuits and endeavors or self-improvement. Others of you, this intense passion is being experienced with other people, whether romantically or otherwise. So that Leo full moon feels quite spicy and zesty to me. And then lastly, the day that Mercury goes retrograde, Mars enters Capricorn. And so there's also energy coming in to help you get really serious and focused on what needs to happen, what you need to do, what might need to change in your life, in your habits, in your routines, in your thoughts, in your emotions, to help you move ahead and get to where you want to be in this life. It's never ever too late. And the amount of time something will take you should never be the deterrent of doing it or let it demotivate you, because the time will pass anyways. You might as well use that time to pursue something that you really want to happen in your life, and something will manifest when you put your heart and you put your soul into something, and you just keep going and you keep going and you do what you can with what you have in every moment. Something will manifest. And right now, Aquarius season, just all of this that I've talked about, is an amazing time to really become self-aware, focus on emotional baggage that needs to be faced and healed and purged, connections in your life, maybe people that you need to forgive, other people maybe you need to reconnect with. Some of you, it may be that you need to seek forgiveness from somebody in your life from things that you've done and said. Others of you, it's a big time focus of self and going within and figuring everything out. And as you know, we have these retrogrades and we move through Aquarius season, what returns to you is either internally through thought and emotion so that you can finally process and, you know, release all of that, or it's actual people and situations returning to you because the time is now either for the completion, the understanding, or the time is right for whatever it is, for the relationship, or to forgive and come back together, or for something you've been really hoping for or working towards. The timing is, you know, really good right now, as well as sowing those seeds of intention for what you really want to happen for yourself throughout 2020. All right, I am going to start the reading. And after we do the reading around relationships, we'll pull a card for each one of those aspects I just discussed to see what else Spirit would like to add to those. All right, so what is going to happen in relationships or dreams and manifestations? Because that's an equally strong message coming through. So let's see. Ooh, so we have Archangel Metatron coming in, the higher self. Next we have Archangel Azrael, and you are ascending. Yes, those things that used to hurt you, it's time to let it go and move on up. Next out is Archangel Chamuel, and it is serve with love. So that's some heart healing coming in right there for you guys. Get that to stand. Okay, there we go. And Archangel Uriel, a staircase of light. Look at that. Yes, major healing coming in, major understanding coming in during Aquarius season. And we have Archangel Uriel again, shine your inner light. Wow. Okay, so look at that. This is the energy that's coming through for your dreams, your goals, your wishes, changes, as well as relationships in your life. And, you know, all archangels came out in these cards. They're not all just archangels. So these archangels want to work with you. Call upon them for different things that is going on in your life around relationships, or, you know, what would it take to achieve your dreams, achieve your goals? You know, what do you need to become aware of? What do you need to grow into, learn, understand, all of those things? Really call upon Archangel Metatron for that. He will come in strong. And also, just what I'm seeing here, some of you, you are either starting to really have a spiritual awakening or awakening to spiritual gifts that you have within yourself. Or you're already aware of that, but it's time for a big expansion. And, you know, all the energies I've been seeing in the starseed readings is, you know, Spirit keeps talking about these new light frequencies of love energy, you know, something that isn't currently present on the earth plane, and that coming in. And I just see that so strongly in this reading, because serve with love, that is the middle, the anchoring energy, staircase of light, shine your inner light. That to me is those light codes of love coming in, and every single person, not just the star seeds, are receiving those light codes. And Archangel Metatron through Aquarius season wants to help you expand, you know, your crown chakra, open your crown chakra, let these divine energies in, let this heart healing take place, allow your consciousness to rise to higher perception about every single thing that you have experienced and gone through, especially in relationships or manifestations, dreams, goals, and wishes that didn't come to pass. Like, ask for that higher perspective, because in that space, oh my gosh, you grow and you expand and things just make sense, and you become wiser and you become at peace, in harmony with the way things have, you know, worked out in your life thus far. And all these archangels coming in really strong to help with that. So let's pull some more cards here. And we're going to look at relationships specifically with these attached to these that have come out. All right, lightning, a sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, transformation. Yeah, and that's with Archangel Metatron, your higher self. Those of you who have really been in the struggle about certain things that have happened to you in relationships, Archangel Metatron wants to help lift you up out of that. Okay, show you that higher perspective, show you what it's taught you and how it's grown you, and allow your mind and your heart and your spirit to expand into that space so that you operate from that energy moving forward. And you know, sometimes it really does takes a shift in consciousness, a shift in perspective, and you see things from a different level, and you're like, okay, I get that, and I see how that helped me, you know, in this situation and these situations in my life. And you know, for me personally, I really struggled for a very long time with my own mom, and just, you know, all these different things that happened during my childhood. And to work through that, I realized, you know, sometimes we are forced to grow up quicker than we're supposed to, and not everybody is born to parents who want them and love them and cherish them. And some of us have really rough starts in life, and you know, some of you way worse than others. And you know, for me personally, what I have told myself is it made me a stronger, more resourceful, more aware individual. You know, I went into foster care at the age of 4. So, you know, life happened pretty quickly. Once my parents divorced, life changed like overnight for me. And, you know, growing up, I didn't know better. As an adult, you know, I really struggled to understand some things. And, you know, for those of you that are in that space with different things that have happened in your past, you know, call upon Archangel Metatron here. He'll really come in, because the lightning, to give you that different perspective that you need to help you. If nothing else, you know, it's not to excuse any behavior or say, oh, that was okay, and yay me that I went through that. It's not for that. It's to give yourself permission to say, you know what, this happened. It's in the past. I can't change it. This is what it's taught me. This is what it's brought me. And I choose to let it go now. I choose to not let it hold me down and harm me and make me sad. You know, it's a personal choice for every single person. You know, our emotional crap that we go through, it's our choice on how we respond to it, how we work through it, and what we choose to do about it. And Archangel Metatron wants to come in and make you a champion through this, and show you, you know, everything that you've gained and how it's shaped you and who you've become. And, you know, some of you, this could be in friendships or romantic situations. It doesn't just have to be, you know, back from childhood. But Archangel Metatron really wanting to show you all a higher perspective around relationships in your life in general, to help you see things a bit differently. Some of you for healing, some of you it may be time to let somebody go. You know, it's different for all of you. All right, under Archangel Azrael, and you are ascending, we have separation. So sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of future. So this Archangel wants to help those of you who are separated from somebody that you still very much love and care for, regardless of what your situation is, because again, your separations are all different. This is a general reading, but this Archangel wants to come in and help you ascend. Same as Archangel Metatron, give you a higher perspective, but this is a little different. Instead of just being like so in the mental body, this is something that's more felt in the heart space from the soul. It's more of a subtlety. And you know, I do feel for some of you out there, the person you're separated from, they are also very much missing you and struggling with it, you know, the choices, just everything that's happened, because nobody's perfect. And so those of you going through that, this is the Archangel to call upon. And as I said in the beginning, we will pull some heart and soul conversations for those of you who are separated from somebody, and you know, Spirit brought it right there. So all right, under Chamuel and serve with love, we have the clock. It says need time, it takes time, in time, cycles, time to heal, progress. So Archangel Chamuel wants to really help you heal old emotional baggage. And so, you know, Archangel Metatron in the mental body, bringing you that epiphany. Here is that subtle stirring in the soul, speaking to the heart. And then here you come into that place of that heart healing, that heart activation, this warming sensation all over your body as the angels wrap their arms around you. And you know, with that time, I'm getting several different messages. Some of you just need to give yourself time and not say, oh, I wish this didn't still hurt, or I shouldn't still feel this way, because at the time each and every one of us takes to heal is truly different. It is. And you know, the more you come into the higher understanding of your higher self about why certain things played out and the way, you know, what it means for your life path and your journey for this lifetime, and just all those, you know, spiritual things that we don't want to think about and be like, oh, who cares about that? I'm hurting right now. Like, you know, he wants to show you that. And it takes time. As you come into those understandings, that's when the healing really starts to happen and take place for you. So some of you just need to give yourself time, be gentle on yourself, and love yourself, because when you're hurting, that's when you need to be there for yourself the most. Not beating yourself up, not eating, not all these things. No, you need to take care of yourself like you are a precious little baby, giving yourself love, doing things that feel good for you, eating properly, sleeping, you know, telling yourself it's okay, and being there for yourself, letting yourself cry. All right. So for those of you that are in that space, just give it time, call out to the archangels. They will come in to help soothe you and heal you. And for others of you, I do feel that you are finally coming out of this process, this cycle of some heavy, intense situations. All right, so let's go over here to Archangel Uriel and Staircase of Light. We have paradise, happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. Yes. That is a great card right there for the Staircase of Light. It's like once we have that understanding in the mental body and then that heart healing comes into place, it really allows a lot of that emotional baggage to dissipate from you, allows you to forgive, to forget, to release, to let go, whatever it is, because some of you, it's time for reconnection and forgiveness, and for others of you, it's time to just really let the past go and open yourself up wide for new, beautiful connections and bonds to come in. And boom, right there, they're better connections. They're different than what you've gone through in the past, because you've earned your stripes, you've earned your badge. Now it's time to allow yourself to expand beyond everything that you've been through. Release the past, embrace the present, you know, because there's beautiful things up ahead. All right, shine your inner light. We have a photograph, looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia, make new memories. Woo, with Archangel Uriel. So again, that goes both ways for me. Some of you, you know, this healing is coming in because it's time to let the past go and open yourself up to beautiful new connections, to create new memories that you will love and adore just as much as everything that you're missing right now with the past. And for others of you, you know, here and here, there, you guys are disconnected from somebody. And as I pull more cards, you'll, you know if that's speaking to you or not. So let's get right into the tarot and see what that reveals. Okay, so Ten of Blades, yeah, that's the Ten of Swords. It's time to let that past go. The archangels wanting to help you heal, release, forgive, purge, whatever it takes to just make you this beautiful, clean slate for each and every one of your destinies, and how this energy is meant to unfold for you during Aquarius season. Next is, ooh, we've got the Nine of Blades. It's time to let go of all the worry and concern and sadness. And, you know, those of you who are separated from somebody, and it's like you feel them, you dream about them, it's because they're thinking about you. They miss you too. And it's time to really soften your energy and just say, Spirit, show me what is meant with this situation. Does it feel still feel so strong within me because there's more that I need to learn and understand? Does it feel so strong within me because we're meant to reconnect? You know, like, show me, give me signs, and, you know, relax into that, because spirit will come through. Don't worry anymore about it. Also, and you know, I see that 10:10 on the clock. Do you notice that? It's 10:10, and this is the 10 of blades. It is really time for the end of sadness and heartache and pain and emotional baggage to end. It is also the time for, you know, those of you who are separated during Aquarius season, and then this Mercury retrograde. And I just have to point out, this whole Mercury retrograde Aquarius Pisces transit does not end until the middle of April. So this energy could really go all the way until the middle of April around relationships. And, you know, those of you who are really worried, like, that you won't connect with anybody again, or you'll never meet anybody else, or just whatever it is, the angels don't want you to. They want you to call upon them and help rise you into a different perspective about everything to ease your pain. All right, next we have the Three of Cups to bring you back to a place of happiness and contentment and togetherness and joy. So for some of you, this is the new connections coming in. This is the happiness returning into you just very naturally as this heart healing takes place. Some of you, this is reconnection. All right, next we have, yay, we have the 10 of Cups coming out to sit under this 10 of Blades. So that's, you know, this tragedy finally turning into happiness. And some of you with disconnected family members, oh my gosh, a beautiful reunion is in store. Just open your heart and soul. It doesn't matter who's at fault, who's wrong, who's right. Just put it out to the angels that you want to heal, that you want to forgive, that you want to reconnect, and they will come in so strong, oh, and help you, because I see it right here with this 10 of coins. I do. And I'm sorry I called it the 10 of cups at first, but it's the 10 of coins. And this is the happy family, happy, stable, abundant family right there. And you know, for others of you that you've had your dreams really just stomped on in the past, don't let that deter you. The time is now. I see a lot of positive energy coming in. Okay, next out. Oh my gosh. No. You got the 9 of coins. So you've got the 10 of blades, the 9 of blades, the 10 of coins, the 9 of coins. Wow. 9, 10, really coming to the end of a long cycle. A lot is going to change for you guys. You know, it's going on in Aquarius season. This Mercury retrograde in Pisces and Aquarius that's taking place is, you know, really allowing you to wrap up a big cycle, or allowing you to reconnect to certain relationships or old ideas and dreams. And the time is now for manifestation, because, you know, here's what's going on in the mental body, all this worry and concern. And that's what the angels are coming in to help with, to shift you out of, because it's time for good manifestations. The earth energy through the coins, it's time for those things to start happening now. Solid relationships, new romance, reconnection, finding your soul tribe, feeling like you belong somewhere, you know, abundance increasing for some of you, really pursuing your dreams and goals to the very end, because something will manifest and you will be so happy. But also, this will be the center card, which is all about strength and independence and luxury and happiness. All right, next out is the Tower. Woo! Okay, so, you know, you've really got to just relax your energy and ask spirit to show you the way, and just see what happens. Don't try to think about it or plan it. Just put your intentions out there and do everything that you can do within your power without forcing things, okay? Because with the Tower, there are big changes coming for you. Some of you that don't think that you could ever forgive, forget, let go, move on of this pain, if you allow the angels to come in, you will be shocked at the change that takes place inside of you. And also the beautiful connections that are coming in. And some of you, these dreams, goals, manifestations, oh my gosh, it's like that moment, the moment that you want, the moment that you've been waiting for. It can happen. You've just got to believe, and you've got to put yourself, your whole self into it. All right. Next out, we have the Ace of Blades. Yes, there is the new beginning. We got these 9s and 10s and all this crazy on shock and boom, Ace of Blades. And I just have to say this, with the Tower, we do have 6 eclipses taking place all through 2020. So, you know, a lot of this energy could also play out through 2020 with that, and a lot of shifting and turning and just the way things happen. Like, you might be really shocked and surprised. It's like, just go with the flow, because some people could return to your life and say things that you never thought they'd say. All right. Because with the Ace of Blades, you know, just look at what's depicted. The angels are giving you spiritual surgery right now to help remove all those cancerous energies of the darkness, of emotional baggage, residual, just gunk that doesn't need to be with you anymore. Like I said, you've grown and evolved beyond it, and it's time to let the past go for whatever that means, and allow the, you know, future to present to you all the beautiful things in store for you, because this is great. I mean, this is, oh, I love this reading. They are helping you. You've just got to call upon them, and the changes that you know you need to make or shifting your thoughts somewhere else, you know it. You'll know it in your heart. Allow it to happen. Just allow it to happen, and you will be very shocked and surprised as to what manifests. And now look at this. We have the Page of Blades. There it is, that shock and awe, that excitement, new energy coming in for you guys. And lastly, we have the Ten of Wands. And, you know, this coming out... so you got 3 10s going on. 3 10s, you guys are definitely completing. But this coming out, you know, no matter what happens, don't give up, you know, on your dreams, on your goals, on your wishes, on your desires. Don't give up, okay? Just keep at it. You are going to have some major breakthroughs this year in that area of your life. And, you know, as we are in Aquarius season, this to me is like Spirit is really trying to help you get yourself right inside your emotional body, your mental body, really balance you out and, you know, make you a clean slate, give you that heart healing, lift you to a higher perspective about everything so that you can, you know, return to the paradise of happiness, of celebration, of feeling excited about being alive and feeling like this life is a gift, the gift that it is. Because, you know, when you've been in the struggle or you've been fighting with people that you really care about, or you're separated, it hurts and it is so hard. It's hard. And the angels know that, and that's why they're coming in so strong in every card to say, we are here for you. We want to reconnect you to your higher self so that you can ascend from all of this, return to a place of love, the staircase of light, your experiences and your bonds moving forward being of a higher caliber. Shine your light. That's your dreams, your goals, your manifestations. Put it out there. And, you know, with relationships, whatever it is for you, whether it's the relationship with yourself, with a coworker, with a family member, with an ex, it doesn't matter who it is. Call upon these angels for the answers, the clarity. Why is this still with me? Why can't I let this go? And don't already think you know the answer or expect the answer. Allow the angels to really bring you the truth. The truth will set you free for whatever that means for you personally. All right, so let's pull a little bit of advice, a little more advice. Team Spirit, yes! Work together as a team. Cooperation, enthusiasm, loyalty, and kindness will ensure a successful outcome. And work together as a team. Cooperation, that's with the angels. Do you see all those angels? Yes, they want to be with you to help you manifest your dreams, help you work through your relationship issues, bring you new connections, whether friend, romance, whatever it is you need. They are on call for you guys through Aquarius season to help prepare you for the next next seasons to come throughout the year, and call upon them. Look at that. That's beautiful. All right. Distractions. Control your thoughts and actions to help you stay focused. So, you know, those of you with these relationship issues and situations, when you feel yourself getting really negative, pessimistic, and super sad, you need to catch yourself. Now, when you're hurting, you have to acknowledge that. You have to cry. You have to let it out. But you don't want to stay in that space. You don't want to wallow. You've got to find a distraction, something that makes you laugh, something that makes you happy. And for me, I like to binge watch Ellen on YouTube when I'm really in the struggle. In fact, in some of my darkest moments in the past, it was Ellen who kept me smiling and laughing and believing in the magic of kindness, of love, and things can just happen. Magic and miracles can just happen to anybody unexpectedly. You never know. You don't. And so she kept me focused on that. And Oprah and Abraham Hicks, those were my distractions. Those are still my distractions when I'm really in the struggle. Honor what you feel emotionally and allow yourself to filter through that, but don't wallow in it, and find distractions, find things to laugh about and feel good about and be excited about to help you move through it. Now, those of you with dreams and goals and achievements and changes, don't fall off the path. Even if it gets a little bit hectic, chaotic, you feel like you're being stretched and pulled, stick to the course, because you're going to manifest something beautiful. Oh, that is such a good reading, guys. I love it. Okay, let's pull some cards to see, for those of you who are separated, these heart and soul messages. All of them could apply, or one or two. You know, you've just got to see which one you feel chiming in your soul as I say it. Oh, one had to jump out there, so let's see. Okay, the one that had to come out is a soul message. So this is, you know, from their soul, and this, it may not be in their conscious mind. This is really from, you know, their essence. And it says, despite our bond, I know we are meant to be apart right now. So some of you in separation, it's divine intervention. There's reasons for it. And the angels have come in quite strong to say, hey, we will show you what these reasons are. We will tell you why. We'll help you understand what you need to do. So some of you, it's like right now, we need to be apart from each other, okay? And if they have kept the distance from you, it's not, you know, in the conscious mind, it's a prompting from their soul, all right? Just because of your life paths, what you're both working on, spiritually, karmically, all of that, okay? So there is that message. Next out is a heart message. So this is coming from their heart space. I failed at loving you. I'm flawed and need to figure myself out. So this is somebody who is really feeling the guilt and the remorse within their heart space. Doesn't necessarily mean they would articulate this, but there's a lot of guilt and remorse for their behavior and what they've done here. Next is another soul message. We have known each other before and a lifetime apart from this one. So this is definitely somebody, you know, that is a soulmate, and you both, I feel, have worked out some karmic energies through each other. It doesn't necessarily have to mean that you created karmic energies between each other last lifetime, but you might be helping each other resolve and work through karmic energies with each other this lifetime, since there is definitely a soulmate connection going on. Next, their tribe. So this is the friends and family around this person you are separated from. Tribe first, regardless of fault. So this is an acknowledgement from them that even if you are totally innocent and, you know, the victim in all of this, they're still going to side with this person because that's their tribe, you know, their family, and so that's what they're doing, whether it's right or wrong. Like, they're not even trying to you know, justify that. It's just, you know, family first is some of the people around this person, and so if they did something really crappy, they're not going to call them out on it, okay? Next out, wow, another soul message. And this says, I think about all the things you said to me. I'm processing it all. So the angels are working with this person as well. Some soul evolution, some awakening taking place here. Next is another heart message, and it says, I'm so confused about everything. I don't know what to do about it yet. So, that's some real truth and honesty coming through right there. Whether you screwed up, they screwed up, it doesn't matter. They are just as confused as you are. The acknowledgement of I screwed up here. There's a lot happening in the soul space with this person. Okay, next out is another heart message. And it says, I punished you for my emotional baggage. I was wrong. Wow. And I just have to say this. There's ego messages in this deck as well. As well as your tribe, and then, people that you haven't met yet. And all you really got here is heart and soul messages. You do have this here, but I feel that came out more as a confirmation for somebody out there that, the influence around this person is they're not calling them to the carpet. They're not making them take any accountability or responsibility for what they've done, and maybe even blaming you, even if they know inside that you're not wrong and you're not at fault, okay? So some of you needed that acknowledgement. But for the rest of you, we have 3 soul messages and 3 heart messages. That tells me those of you who are separated from somebody you really care about, again, you've been working through some karma with each other, and there's a lot of confusion in both of you. The angel's trying to come in and help you both understand, but you're separated at this time because I feel like your life journeys, what you're working through, what you're working on at a soul level, it's not meant to be experienced with each other, at least not at this time. That doesn't mean in the future that it can't be, but right now it's just you guys are not meant to be in each other's life. And it came out through this first card there. So those are the messages. Very beautiful. No ego coming through. You really give it some time and ask the angels for the guidance and clarity that you're lacking and that you need, and it will come in. All right. So now let's pull a card for each of, these things that are taking place during Aquarius season, just as, a final little message from Spirit about what to expect. So we'll start with the sun moving into Aquarius on the 20th. And the energy that brings overall, and will last, till about the middle of February, is the flow of abundance. Ooh, a nice energy flowing in Aquarius season. This is a good season. The new moon in Aquarius, it's time to forgive, and sowing those seeds of attention for the future is for this freeness, this happiness, this wholeness, letting the past go. Very strong moon for that. Next, the Chinese New Year is manifest your positive state. Yes, this could not be a better message for the Chinese New Year. On the 25th, you feel happy. You look at all your blessings. Do not allow yourself to get down, to be negative, to focus on what's wrong. Nope, it's a day of abundance, of happiness, of blessings, and being focused there. Okay, next out, Sirius moving into Aquarius on the 31st. We have a soulmate relationship. Yay! Yes, yes, yes. And that could be friend, that could be family member, that could be romance. It's different for all of you. But that movement of Sirius into Aquarius, that's what it's about, to bring this energy up within you and to connect you with somebody or reconnect you with somebody. Okay, and now we have this Mercury moving into Pisces. Open your psychic senses. Yes. So that is happening on the 3rd. So from the 3rd through the 16th, really pay attention to your dreams, signs, synchronicities, your intuitive promptings, your foresights, just everything, because Mercury in Pisces, for that first 2 weeks, it's like your psychic antenna is completely on, and you're receiving a lot of divine guidance from the angels. So really pay attention. But then remember, she's, I don't know why you want to keep calling Mercury a darn she. I'm sorry. But anyways, Mercury goes retrograde on the 16th when Mars moves into Capricorn. And, you know, that's a whole thing in itself. We'll pull a card at the end to see what this retrograde is all about. Okay, so next is Venus moving into Aries on the 7th of February. Wow, I love your challenges. So Venus moving into Aries, the house of her love, of her soulmate, is giving you the strength, the emotional strength, the spiritual strength to overcome everything and to believe in yourself and in your dreams and your goals and have the motivation to begin to push forward all of those wonderful things. All right, Juno retrograde in Libra on February 8th is bringing inner guidance. Ooh, so this is also a very spiritual time. As we experience Aquarius season. So Juno retrograde is making you go within, again, rising you to that higher perspective about, you know, relationships, dreams, goals, so that you can see things a bit differently. Higher self, inner guidance. Okay, next is the full moon in Leo on the 8th or 9th of February, just depending on where you live in this world, attached to the end of July or August of 2019. We have overflow love. Yes, it's a very happy, passionate time. Some of you could meet somebody or reconnect with somebody around that full moon energy. All right. And also your creative passion and juices just overflowing and feeling excited and optimistic about what's up ahead for you. And lastly, Mars entering Capricorn. You know, we've got connect with nature. This feels like a very powerful card of manifestation, you know, like bringing the thoughts that you've put out to the universe and they're funneling through you and manifesting into physical reality, you know, and connect with nature. Also, with this energy, I feel there's a bit of centering that takes place as Mars moves into Capricorn, and you get very diligent and focused and strong and brave and like ready to face any storm that comes your way, like you are a champion. And then lastly, this retrograde with Mercury between Pisces and Aquarius that you know, starts February 16th, and you know, the retrograde is over on the 9th of March, but gosh darn it, there I am calling Mercury a she again. I don't know what my deal is. Maybe one of you guys do, but I do not. Where was I? It goes direct on March 9th. Moves back into Pisces on March 16th, and then we'll move into Aries like around the 11th or 12th of April. So it's a very long transit, and this is centering in the divine light. There is a lot of healing and just wisdom and understanding that's going to take place for you guys with this, you know, Mercury retrograde in Pisces and Aquarius, and it's just like going to connect all the dots, and you're really going to start experiencing life in a much different way if you allow this to happen. These are the energies, you know, that are upon us, that are available to all, but we choose what we do with them. If we still want to hold on to stuff, that's our choice. If we have come to the place where like we're really ready to let this go, the angels will come in. And you know, for me, I really struggled for a long time to let a certain relationship go in my life, and I never thought I was going to get over that person or get over all the betrayal and the devastation. And lo and behold, when I made the choice that I was done, heart, mind, and soul, you got to be in alignment, heart, mind, and soul. I'm ready to let this go. Spirit, show me what I got to do. I'm good. I'm good, and I never ever thought I'd be good. You guys will be good too. If something's meant to return to you, it will. But that doesn't mean to not heal. In fact, you know, if you want a reconciliation with somebody, you should focus on healing and expanding into a new version of yourself, because the current versions of yourselves didn't work. That's why we separated, whether it's romance, friend, family, whatever, okay? And that's where your focus should be, not on the person, not on what they're doing, not on if they're missing you, if you're going to reconcile. Like, let all that go. focus on yourself and healing and growing, and what the relationship and the separation is meant to teach you and expand you into. That's where you should focus your energy, because in that space, one of two things is going to happen. You're either going to fully get over it and be okay, or you and that person will align as they transform into a different version of themselves as well. Okay, so just keep that in perspective, and we will wrap this up. Aquarius season messages with a couple more advice cards. Okay, we have manifest success. Yes, you are in alignment for it. Master your destiny by making use of your skills. Harness the creative forces to bring about success and achieve your goals. It is time. This is the year. It starts now. Believe it. Next out is self-fulfilling prophecy. Yes, see, if you think you can, you will. If you don't think you can, you won't. It takes small steps to diminish your worrying. Know it is going to be okay, and so it is. Yes, yes, yes. See, angels coming through nice and strong, saying this is the time to forgive, to forget, to let go, no matter what's going to happen between you and, separated connections, or you and new connections. Focus on you, on healing you, on transforming you, and what your dreams are, what your goals are, and seeking love, seeking forgiveness, seeking that higher perspective, connecting with your inner self, your inner being, and just feeling very balanced and in harmony, and letting life happen and flow. Don't push against it. And when things aren't working to your liking, to your satisfaction, that's when you need to stop yourself. Reach out to the angels and say, okay, I need higher perspective. What does this mean? What does that mean? What do I need to do? What is it going to take? What is the true problem? But you can't already have the answer in your mind, or the angels won't be able to bring you the truth of any situation. And sometimes we have to become more aware of ourselves and our thoughts and our patterns and our behaviors and the way we self-sabotage. It's different for all of us. The angels will come in very strong and help you, and point it out to you so that you can overcome it and move on to bigger and better and happier. So, wow, that was a very beautiful reading from the angels, and I hope that this will help you navigate Aquarius season. I am wishing you all lots of love and light. Take care.